Hello, it's time for the Oakwood Odyssey. I am Lee Murray with the Navarro County Genealogical Society and the Corsicana Public Library. We've had some wonderful trips through this old cemetery with our Odyssey. This year we're going to have our Odyssey May 20th, 2017. We're going to take you back to the days of when wild Indians roamed this part of the country, and you'll meet the founders of Navarro County. You'll meet the McKinneys, the Millers, the Beatons.
It's been said that the history of Corsicana started at the tavern, and that indeed is true. McKinney Tavern was the name. I'm Hampton McKinney, and I'd like to invite you to come and meet our family at the 4th Annual Oakwood Odyssey.
I'm Mary McKinney. I'd like to tell you something and ask you something. Times have really changed the landscape since we first built the hotel. And I'd like to ask you about the wild animals. Have the panthers and the bears really disappeared?
Y'all come and we'll see you there.
Call 903-654-4808 to reserve your tour. Tours begin 5:30, last tour 8:30. We hope to see you there. Come and join us.
Our first Oakwood Odyssey. It has taken many hours and lots of people to provide this very special event for you. I am Lottie Pratt Richards. I was born on November 22nd, 1886.
So when we moved back to Blooming Grove, we brought the Blooming Grove Times, and we were looking for just the right edifice, just the right building to house both the newspaper and to live with our family. And so of course, we chose the movie theater. Every attempt to quell the fire, finally, after 11 days, someone came up with a way to cap the fire.
And I was in extreme pain for 3 days, and I passed away with 12 of my other friends.
Very well. What is your question?
I have a list of questions prepared for you.
Of course.
What made you want to become a physician?
See y'all, my name is Buford H. Jester. I was born in 1893 and died in 1949.
And how can I remember the years of 1918 and 1919? Those 2 years were the 2 worst years of the influenza.
I said, no. I said, I can solve that. I told him, okay, I'll go down tomorrow and I'll see your mother. And I'll let your mother know what you've been doing down on this side of town.
But you know, I also used to love to go to circus and parades too. Well, that was until Saturday, October 12th, 1929. I do not want to interfere with your trek through this beautiful old burial place. But let me tell you this, it's much more plush and green than where I'm actually buried at, out in El Paso.
Oh, it's just another one of those ghosts.
Good afternoon to each and every one of you. So glad to have you here. I'm Clinton M. Winkler, and I rest here.
I would like to welcome you to our second Oakwood Odyssey, 3rd time's the charm.
Evening, folks. I'll be thanking y'all for coming today. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Adolphus Eugene Morse. I was born in 1842 in a small town outside of Troy, Pennsylvania.
Rocking in my chair reminds me of the day I was rocking on my porch in Georgia in '67.
I was elected to the House of Representatives in 1859. But all of that pales in comparison to the pride that I have from knowing that I enlisted as a private.
Well, I suppose y'all have all come to hear of my time serving in the Confederate Medical Corps in Andersonville, Georgia under the direction of Captain Wirtz.
Been tracking dirt in my kitchen, mopping and cleaning, mopping and cleaning.
I'm Robert E. Lee, and I came from Virginia. Corsicana boys in the 4th Texas come across an open field and took the first bank of rifles without firing a shot.
To educate a Negro had been a thing forbidden, but given their chance,
Welcome. This is the United Daughters of the Confederacy, Confederate Veterans Cemetery plot.
Of course, A.G. enlisted right away in the Navarro County 19th Brigade Texas Militia. He then served in Captain McKee's squadron. That left me with the farming operations, the livestock and the slaves, and of course the children.
So I must end this letter not knowing my fate or the fate of my brothers in arms. May God be with you, and may God bless the South.
And I've had a time with him, and I'm going to kill him if you don't come help me.
Why, most certainly, Miss Sally. If you'll excuse me, please.
Sooner or later, something happens where water merges, where great rivers join. History flows.
Good afternoon, one and all. I'm Judge Richard Channing Beale.
Welcome to the 2016 Oakwood Odyssey. Today you will enjoy a trip back to the 1940s.
Als Beckenbauer, ich war ein deutscher Soldat in Zweiten Weltkrieg.
Rations, shortages, coupons, air raid drills. Victory gardens started popping up all over the neighborhood.
I had to come home. And so I came back and I lived with one of my sisters until I graduated from Corsicana High School in 1936.
Young man, tuck in your shirt. Take pride in your appearance. First impressions are not easily forgotten. Good morning, class. I'm Miss Annabelle Kyber.
All right, men. Drop your gear. Smoke them if you got them.
Until the day I died in 1968. I grieved every day for my only child.
A great big Texas howdy! Tune to KAND 1340 on your radio dial.
And when I was a small boy, my family moved from Rice to here in Corsicana, up on a house on 14th Street.
I was blind and minus 2 fingers. I got an honorable discharge.
Hi, y'all. I'm Rosa Neal. Cliff and his fishing. You know, they say it isn't springtime in Alaska until Major Pagano has been arrested for fishing without a license.
Hello, I'm John Wallace Stubbs. I was born in Corsicana, and I was drafted in the military in 1941, but first I want to tell you a few things about me.
Time means nothing to me. So when y'all have time, please come on back to our beautiful cemetery.
He's the boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. He was some boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B.